Hey, what's up guys, this is Parpreet, and now I'm actually shooting this video in auto mode. I have just put it there. There's no actual microphone output, so everything you're seeing right now is coming raw from the Rebel T7, and it's from the auto settings. You can't really change much. Autofocus is there. My exposure should be also at auto, so everything is auto here. This is a test basically on how good the Canon Rebel T7 can be on the video side. So currently shooting autofocus. If my face is not in focus, that's, for you to know, like, this is how it shoots. But basically all I did was turn the dial around, put it in the movie mode, and then hit record. So and again, it doesn't even have a proper aux cable input. So for your microphones, etc., like your Rode microphones, you can't actually put it straight in. I believe you would have to use a adapter of some sort. So that's why I'm not able to shoot it. So if you want to shoot external audio, you're going to have to go the route of grabbing external microphone, recording with that. So that's what it is. And then now I'm going to switch it over to the manual mode and see what the adjustments are I can do. And I'll show you guys in a bit like how I made those adjustments. Okay, so basically I want to wrap it up and say a few things about this camera. And I did promise you guys that I was going to make a video in the manual mode, but it's almost impossible. I think it is impossible to shoot video on the T7 on the manual mode. It just won't let you. So basically what's going on here is that I am unable to go into the manual settings and shoot video on the T7. This is what I believe that is the biggest factor when, we're thinking about shooting video on a camera like the T7. It just doesn't perform that well. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about. Like, for example, the first one would be there's no articulating screen. So you not only that you can, like, it flips out, you can't even face it upwards and use like a mirror like I am right now to shoot video on it, to look at yourself or to monitor yourself. Sure, there's the HDMI port, but that's just way too much work, and that involves like so much work just for getting a decent shot, looking at yourself and recording a video. For example, on that last video that I just did, I'm basically out of focus in the whole video, and as you guys can see, like I had no clue what my frame looked like. I had no clue if I was even recording. So things like that really matter in video. And on top of the not having an articulating screen, on top of that, basically there's no actual aux cable, microphone 3.5 millimeter jack input for your microphone. So basically you're unable to use a microphone like this one I am right now, which is plugged directly into my Sony A7 Mark III. So those are the couple of things that I think that really downsize the importance of this camera. Now sure, you can record some pretty good video on it, but I think that you need to be behind the camera person, and then you need to shoot and like record the audio externally. It cannot be stored onto your camera without I'm not sure about this, don't quote me on this. So unless we use an adapter of some sort, we can't even like directly plug in a microphone. So that's really not easy to use, and on top of everything else, you don't actually get that many features for video. For example, I think you're only able to shoot like 1920 at like, let's say 30p, 30 frames per second. So you can't even like go to 60p on video. So for example, if you want to shoot some slow motion, the best you could probably do was like 85% on this camera. Regardless, like, that's just not enough. And in the future, we're going to be looking at 60p video and stuff. So this definitely does not make the cut. I would say stay away. Like if your primary goal from this camera is to make videos, I don't suggest this at all. I don't think that this is a good enough camera for video. They can do much better. Maybe look into the T7i series. Maybe T5i would give you better video than T7 would. So definitely check that out and see what the better options are there in regards of video for different things out there. And then obviously the third thing that I think is the most unpleasant in this camera would be not being able to move around your settings, not being able to change, let's say, your shutter speed, your ISO, or aperture. You can't even change that at all with a kit lens, but still you're not able to change those manual settings to get the better shot for video. So I think that's really like a surprise to me because I actually thought that you could go into the manual mode and shoot video. This is a very cheap camera, so I don't expect too much from it. But this will be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. But to conclude this video, again, I would say don't buy this camera for video. Just don't look for amazing features out of this camera for video. Maybe look at the T5i, or the eyes are actually supposed to technically have better focus. They're supposed to have better video capabilities. So for sure, I would go towards those for video. But I mean, even if you can find like T5i for, let's say, the same price as the T7, definitely suggest you go for that, or even T4i, T3i, go older. But you would get an articulating screen, you would get video features, you'd get a lot more basically in the same price range than this T7. You could probably even get a better video out of, like, let's say GoPro or DJI Osmo Action, which actually costs like $200. So to get really good video, you have so many options. Your iPhone is probably better than this camera at this point. But yeah, this will be it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.